here today, the Limestone County Schools Advisory Senate, and Dr. Sisk and Dr. Tribble. Thank y'all for attending. Pamela, is there any, Pamela, I'm sorry. Pamela has laryngitis, couldn't speak. Ms. Kay stepping in for her. Do we have any public comment, Ms. Kay? All righty. Could you please call the roll?
Commissioner Hill.
Here.
Commissioner Turner.
Here.
Commissioner Black.
Here.
Commissioner Harrison.
Here.
And I will call us to order. I forgot that part. Commissioner Black, could you lead us in our pledge?
I will.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. All right, our first item on the agenda, I'll ask for a motion to approve minutes from May 1 and May 10, 2017. Do I hear such motion?
I make a motion. Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Turner. I have a second by Mr. Hill. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Hill.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Our next item, I'll ask for a motion to approve claims in amount of $969,593.05. Do I hear such motion?
I'll make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Black. Do I hear a second?
Second.
I have a second by Mr. Turner and Mr. Harrison in unison. Okay, whichever one you'd like to write down. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Hill.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We have no resolutions or orders to come before the commission. No contracts, agreement, and grants. Under our budget, I'll ask for a motion to transfer $21,900 from the county property tax to the motor vehicle line item. Do I hear such motion?
I'll make the motion.
Have a motion by Mr. Black. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Turner. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Hill.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. There are no emergency purchases to come before the commission. There are no board appointments. Under awarding of bids, I'll ask for a motion to approve a bid awarded to Printers and Stationaries Incorporated for printing envelopes for the commission office in the amount of $819. Do I hear such motion?
I'll make the motion. Second.
I have a motion by Mr. Black. I have a second by Mr. Turner. Any discussion?
This is for the License Commissioner's office.
Oh, it's like, okay. My bad.
It's okay.
Well,
I'm sorry.
if there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Hill.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Under personnel actions, I'll ask for a motion to approve to pay Jimmy Eves, District 4 part-time equipment bush hog operator at a step 2, retroactive to hire date of April 17, 2017. Do I hear such motion?
I'll make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Harrison. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Turner. Any discussion?
Yeah, I would like to say that what happened when we put him on a temporary paid through the county, we dropped him, I think, $1.20, and this is just bringing him back up to $11.73.
Good to me.
And all other part-time will still start off what
Yeah.
they are.
Right. He's done this job for ages.
If there's no more discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Hill.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Our next item, employ William Schmieder as a part-time laborer in District 2. Do I hear such motion?
I make a motion. Second.
A motion by Mr. Turner. I have a second by Mr. Hill. Any discussion?
Yeah, this is in part due to, I got several guys that's been out for about 2 weeks, and it's looking like some of them may be out even longer. So Mr. Schmieder's just going to work for us for the summer, and he will start at $10.30 an hour.
All righty. If we have no further discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Hill.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Our next item under merit increases, and you have the printout, the list before you, several. I hear a motion to grant such merit increases as submitted to the commission.
Make a motion.
Have a motion by Mr. Harrison. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Black. Any discussion? There's no discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Hill?
Aye.
Commissioner Turner?
Motion carries unanimously. At this time, there's nothing, kids, there's nothing you'll learn more today than what you're fixing to learn. Of any other part of government and all that right there, this is why most of the people attend the meetings. This is why the media attends the meeting. At this time, we will move to our engineer's report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I don't have anything to report today. Thank you.
And there you have it. Thank you, sir. Don't get no better than that, kids. We have no other business, no scheduled public hearings, so at this time, we'll move to the report of officers. Commissioner Hill?
Yes, it's good to have our students with us today. I can vouch that education is important in your life. I'm speaking from experience, the lack of, but education is important, and you need to seek your goals, whatever they are in education. It's good to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Turner?
Yeah, just welcome to the Dr. Sisk and the students that had a chance to come out today. We do have problems with the traffic signal at Highway 72 and Mooresville Road. Bryant, can you update?
Yeah, yes, Mr. Turner. We been in touch with DOT. Also have been in touch with the contractor that's working on their project with that particular item anyway. And they have recommended to us that we need to change out the controller. We're trying to get a quote on that. They're supposed to be coming back today. They had more issues over the weekend. They're supposed to be coming back today, I think, and they're going to switch it to just cycling. So the main issue seems to have been that the left turn lanes on 72 were not getting signals, or at least we're only getting them part of the time. So they're going to change that to just so it will just cycle. It will get a signal every time now, whether anybody's sitting there or not. But we're trying to get a quote, like I say, for a new controller, and once we get that and can get that installed, they believe that will solve all the issues.
All right, thanks. We'll be bush hogging pretty soon. We're trimming limbs. Had some reports about limbs hitting the school buses on a couple different roads, so we're trying to take care of that today. And outside of that, we're in pretty good shape in District 2.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Black?
I'd like to give an update on the tire dumping. We think we may have found some of the culprits that are involved in that. The Sheriff's Department will be handling that sometime this afternoon. I'd like to thank the people that called in and helped follow the truck all the way from Decatur and report it to the Sheriff's Department, me, and we got them pulled over. Dumping, lots of illegal dumping. We've got a big pile of stuff there off of Huntsville Browns Ferry. Looks like Steve Turner, they found it that looks like they gutted a house. I mean, it's really, really sad how people are just dumping it, and it's right beside the creek, too. Students, I'd like to thank y'all for coming. Dr. Sis, Dr. Tribble, especially my daughter's in the crowd with the students in it, so good to see her here learning what I do, and maybe sometimes she doesn't think I do anything, but we do. And this is the shortest meeting we've had this year. Spraying. We started spraying last Monday. People from the media, people may be calling in saying, hey, it looks like they've killed everything. Well, we haven't. Some of the stuff won't die for another week. So talk to them today about that, and we'll start cutting about June the 1st. That's when we'll start doing our cutting. So that's it.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Harrison?
Yeah, we've completed the tile on the Parker Road projects on the west side of the east side of the road. We're beginning ditching, and that's going to generate a lot of dirt available. We've used a lot of it on the Baker Hill because that Baker Hill is going to have to be widened. But if anybody's in the area that wants dirt within a mile or 2 miles of Parker Road that wants dirt, we'll have plenty of it. So just let them, if you put that in the paper, and let them give me a call. The Quinn Road Bridge is, the barriers are still in place, but they came last Thursday and finished the approach. It looks pretty good. There's a little bit of a swag in it, but it's acceptable. And they're not going to remove the barriers until the dirt is put next to the rock on the shoulders. And when they get that done, they will remove the barriers and they'll be available for traffic. So, also glad that y'all, the students, are taking an interest in how your government is run. And I tell everybody, no matter what profession you go into, what you do with your future, always keep an eye on your politicians. So, glad you're here.
Thank you. I also want to thank y'all and explain a little bit how this works, because you come today and you see and everything's automatic, unanimous. We have a work session Wednesday prior to every commission meeting on Monday. So, in other words, there was a work session Wednesday. The things that were on the agenda today were talked about, discussed, hashed out. Sometimes we may have something on a work session that the commissioners decide they don't want it on the agenda for Monday, or we may add stuff to the agenda that's not originally on it. So it's not always come in here, bam, bam, unanimous. And then sometimes we have a work session and that gives the media opportunity. They always cover the work session. It's in the paper. It gives the public the opportunity to see. Then the commissioners have public input from that Wednesday morning, Thursday, Friday, and over the weekend. So sometimes where you may have something that seems like a pretty good idea on Wednesday that doesn't get voted in on a Monday, because you got a lot of input from the public and things change. So I didn't want y'all thinking that it's just always everything, because it's not. And sometimes we have some pretty lively debates, whether it be in a work session or at a commission meeting. So, but it's all part of the process. But thank y'all for coming. Thank you. I concur with Commissioner Harrison. Thank you for being y'all definitely the best and brightest, or some of the best and brightest, or you wouldn't be here and part of Dr. Sis Faculty Senate. And the one thing I tell everybody, enjoy these years, enjoy your years for your secondary education, because after that you're going to have to go to work. And whether you dig in a ditch like I did for a long time, or you're a brain surgeon, it's still work. You have to get up every morning. So pick you a vocation that you're passionate about, that you care about, because you're going to be doing it a long time unless you hit the lottery or so. With that, thank you, Dr. Sis, Dr. Tribble. Thank y'all for coming. And with that, we will recess until 10 a.m. on Wednesday, May 31st, 2017, at the Washington Street Courthouse Annex, 310 West Washington Street, Athens, Alabama. Thank y'all.